FM. Here we go. It's that time again. Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious, although a bit rainy and dreary, but this shall pass, downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org, and of course on the Facebook, on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And if you go to mattconnerton.com and click Listen Live, you can get all your live streaming options there as well, plus contact info for the show, social media, how to interact during the program, etc. And hello, everybody. Hello to our friends at Raw Talk Online. And today is Thursday, April 1st, 2021. Yes, it is April Fool's Day. Do I have any April Fool's pranks for you today? No, and I'll explain why in a moment. Or do I, and I'm pranking you by telling you I have nothing planned when I actually do? Oh, you'll just have to wonder, won't you? Prepare to be shocked and surprised, which is very redundant, shocked and surprised. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, look. Here we are. It is April Fool's Day. I do want to discuss April Fool's Day with you, but do I have a prank? We'll see. I'll never tell, except I kind of already told you, I think. But, yeah, so let me give the numbers, 603-250-6007 if you would like to call and join us, 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. Also, too, a couple of programming notes, one slightly more immediate than the other. Coming up today at 4:30 we will be joined by, via Skype, Eazy-G Eric Gagnon to do his weekly entertainment report. And then tonight at 6 p.m., for those of you who, if you get to the end of today's program and you say, oh, my God, I need more Matt Connarton. Well, the first Thursday of every month, as you may know, I am on the Dr. Kevin Show, which does stream online on Ohm Times Radio. That's Ohm, O-M, as in Ohm. ohmtimes.com/IOM is where you can go for that. I am on there the first Thursday of every month from 6 to 7 p.m. Dr. Kevin and I discuss politics. Sometimes we continue discussing whatever we were discussing on this program. So you can tune into that tonight at 6 p.m. online at ohmtimesradio.com. And I'll say hello to everybody in the Facebook live chat in the moment. But, well, actually, let's do that now. And then I want to explain to you the April Fool's Day conundrum that I found myself in. Let's see, Abigail Gem, first one in today. Hello, Abigail. She says hi there. Jenny is in the chat room, of course. She says, shalom, peepers. Bobby Champagne says, the leashless Matt Connarton is on it. Yes, yes. Well, I did open with some hip-hop, and I think Bobby Champagne, a big fan of the hip-hop, a little First of the Month by Bone Thugs and Harmony for you all. One of my favorites growing up. Bobby Champagne says, let's hope the rain is done for a little while. Although I think we do need it. It was a very dry winter. Brian Mackey, all the way from Idaho, joins us. Hello, Brian. Eric Street says, happy AF Day. AF, I assume referring to April Fools, although, the young people, they say AF about everything now. Like today is rainy AF. And but we can't say what that means on FM radio now, can we? But you all know. I know I have a young, hip audience. Abigail Gem says, what is Kevin a doctor of? Dr. Kevin is a doctor of divinity. Miriam Banish says, hey and howdy. Wow. A double greeting from Miriam Banish in the chat room. Dan Lavasser is a top fan and joins us and says hi. Tom Blanchard says, it's a great day to be alive. Yes, there you go. All right. Regarding April Fool's Day, my friends, I had something planned, and I decided at kind of the last minute not to go through with it. And when I explain why, and it wasn't a matter of, you'll understand. Oh, the Honorable Heidi Hamer joins us also. She says, "Happy April 1st to you, Matt." Let's just go back a little bit. Let's go back in time. Actually, we have a call. We'll grab this call, and then we'll come back to this. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this? Hello?
Matt.
Yes.
Yay, Matt. I was enjoying your show. And Vaughn, by the way. And until you threw the AF. For the life of me, I can't figure out what AF stands for. I haven't got a clue. And I know you said it's something bad. Because I was just going to be a listener, but now I got to know. Can you give me a clue?
Well, it's not something bad. It's just something we can't say on the radio. We can't say the F part.
All right, well, the F I can probably figure out. Then what's the A?
The A is as. So it's rainy as.
All right. Thank you. All right, figure it out. Sorry to interrupt you. We're in the middle of explaining your April Fool's thing.
No worries,
is this, you said last week or something that this is the one that you wanted to do a year ago, but because of Corona or something, you couldn't do it.
Well, right. Well, I'll explain, but that is true. Good memory, Ron. That is true. Yes.
Okay, I'll shut up and listen to your show. Thanks, pal.
All right, no worries. Thank you for the call, Ron. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So 2 years ago on April 1st, it was our first April 1st Matt Connarton Unleashed here at WMNH. In fact, April 4th, just a few days away, will be the 4-year anniversary of me hosting this show on WMNH. 4 years. So we did an April Fool's prank for our first April 1st here at WMNH, and it was the debut, the premiere of Matt Connarton's Smooth Jazz Experience. And it actually went over pretty well. And my approach to it, by the way, was I'm not going to legitimately try to fool anyone. No one is going to actually be fooled by what I'm doing. In other words, I'm going to go so over the top with it, and it's going to be so absurd and ridiculous that people will know right away it's an April Fool's joke. But we can all kind of be in on the joke together. Although a couple people actually did think it was real. A couple people online thought it was for real, but it was not. So that's what we did. And I got a lot of positive feedback on it. People thought it was fun. People thought it was funny. I remember Scumpy calling in at one point during the show, and he's like, "Yeah, Matt, I'm really enjoying the smooth jazz." And it was 2 hours of just like Kenny G and stuff like that. And I said the word groovy a lot. Our friend Brooklyn Mike actually apparently counted the number of times I used the word groovy when he listened back to it later. It was something in the triple digits. Apparently I leaned on that quite a bit. Yeah, this is groovy. Listen to that bass. Yeah, I can dig it. So it was fun. And like I said, it wasn't intended to fool anyone. People generally knew right away, okay, Matt's just doing this as an April Fool's thing. So we had a lot of fun with it. And it got a lot of positive response. People really liked it. So then last year I had a new April Fool's prank planned for April Fool's Day 2020. And I'll circle back and tell you what it was in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and just reveal what it was. There's a part of me that thinks maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's better to just keep it in my back pocket in case I want to use it in the future. But when I explain what it was going to be, you'll understand. So I had an April Fool's prank planned for 2020, and then COVID hit. And that derailed it because obviously the station was still on the air and we were still doing shows. But what we ended up doing was for several weeks, while we were all trying to kind of figure out how to navigate our way through this, there were no live shows here at WMNH. So what I was doing was recording the show. Jenny and I would record the show at home, and then I would email the show to Peter White because, as many of you know, Peter is not only the morning show host here at the station, but he's also the program director. So I would email the show to Peter, and then Peter would, through Dropbox, and then Peter would upload the show and then would make sure it was programmed to air at 4 p.m. So that took the wind out of my sails, though, as far as April Fool's, because I was like, if I can't do it live, I don't think I want to do it. I don't think I want to do the prank. So it ended up just being a normal show because we were pre-recording. I didn't think it would come off that great without being able to have the live interaction with the audience. And again, just like with the smooth jazz experience, I was going to go really over the top with it and just make it really silly and crazy. So it would have been obvious that it was a prank. It wasn't going to fool anyone. People would be, everyone would kind of be in on the joke, but it would be fun and it would be something silly to do. And, but COVID hit. And like I said, if I couldn't do it live, I thought it would be very flat. So, then I didn't think it would be, so then I figured, well, I'm never going to be able to do it because, that particular prank, because there's no way it's going to be relevant in 2021. Well, it turned out I was wrong. The prank that I had in mind would have been relevant in 2021 because Trump isn't going away. So then I thought, because I started thinking about it, I think it was back in January, I started thinking, I'll be able to do April Fool's Day this year. I might actually be able to do what I had planned for 2020 and 2021 after all. So here's what it was going to be. Back in 2021, when I think in January of that year, when I was formulating what I was going to do for April Fool's, I went on eBay and I ordered a MAGA hat. I think it was $5, free shipping. I ordered a MAGA hat, and my plan was, my big prank was, I was going to come on the air and wearing, now the visual part of it, obviously only the people watching online and on Channel 97 would have seen. Everybody in their cars listening during their afternoon commute or whatever wouldn't have seen this part, but they would only hear it. But I was going to open the show wearing the MAGA hat. And then I had this whole story planned out about how I had fallen off a ladder or something and hit my head. And while I was in the ambulance being taken to the hospital, I had an epiphany that actually Trump, in fact, is the greatest president that we've ever had. And I suddenly realized how he was right about everything and this and that, and how I had finally seen the light and I had become a Trump supporter and I was full on MAGA. But I was going to go so over the top with it, people would figure out immediately, oh, it's April 1st. Matt's just doing this as a gag. But it would have been fun. And I was just going to be really silly with it. And then, I don't know, at the end of the show, I would have suddenly snapped out of it or something. So that's what I had planned for 2020. And when I realized that Trump was going to, like it or not, continue to be relevant in 2021, I actually thought, I can do this in 2021. I can still do the prank. And then kind of at the last minute, I thought maybe not. And I'll tell you why. It was actually, I first started thinking about backing out of it when I got vaccinated, which was on Monday. That was when I first started to have my doubts and some ambivalence about this. And then I realized, here's the problem. Here's why I decided not to do it. And I'm telling you all this because I'm actually genuinely curious too, to hear from listeners about whether or not you think I made the right decision, whether I should have gone through with it, whether I'm a chicken for not doing it, or what was it prudent. Let me tell you why I suddenly got uncomfortable with the whole thing. It's because of the pandemic. Had it not been for the pandemic itself and some of the ancillary issues connected to it, I'm sure I would have still done it. Hell, for all we know, had it not been for the pandemic, maybe Trump would have won re-election. I don't know. But I started to realize, because like I said, I was going to go really over the top with it, because to me, it's not funny if you do it halfway. So you got to really, go to the wall with the joke. And I'm just going to keep going. So caller, please call back. Not yet. Call back in a few minutes. So here's the thing. So I started thinking about it and I was like, I can't go over the top with this, because if I'm really going to do it the way I envisioned it, I'm going to have to be sitting here saying ridiculous things that, in light of what's happening now and people are getting vaccinated and whatnot, I don't think I want to say, even in a joking, farcical manner. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to continue to take the pandemic seriously. People who ever bothered taking it seriously to begin with, I want them to continue to take it seriously. And I want people getting vaccinated, because I really want to get through this. So I don't know if I want to be sitting here, even though it would be doing a bit for April Fools. I don't know if I want to be sitting here saying the kinds of things that a newly minted Trump supporter who just suddenly had this epiphany that you might be saying. I don't want to say, even in a joking manner, things that downplay the severity of COVID-19 or the importance of getting vaccinated. And I don't want to be, see, if I were to really do it the way I envisioned it, I'd be saying things like Kung Flu and things like that. And it's like, I don't want to be saying that, even in a joking manner, when, you know, it's become one of the big stories, the rise in anti-Asian hate and violence in this country, and how, you know, people have connected that to some of Trump's rhetoric, calling it the China virus and joking. You know, there was at least one, maybe more than one of his campaign rallies where he actually made it into an ethnic joke and said Kung Flu, to rousing applause and laughter by all these people in the crowd who think that kind of thing is funny. It's like, I got very uncomfortable with it, and I thought, I don't think I can do this. And again, had it not been for the pandemic, I would have been all in. But I was like, you know, it was just this week, I kind of thought, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can go through with this prank. And so I decided, no, I guess I'm not going to do it. So, and then I had an idea. I had another idea for something completely un-Trump related that I could do. But then I was like, I don't know if I can really carry that off. And I don't know. And then it got to be, I started thinking, well, if I can't come up with something really fun, like the smooth jazz experience was so silly that it worked just because, you know, it was silly and fun. But if I can't come up with something that I think is equally as silly and fun, I had something that I thought might be close, which I'm not going to reveal, because I might want to keep this other idea in my back pocket for next year. Then watch, I'll look at the calendar and it'll turn out next year, April 1st falls on a weekend or something. But I do have another idea that I am going to keep to myself that I might use in the future. But, you know, I was like, if I can't come up with something I'm excited about, I'm just not going to do it. So anyway, that's what happened. So I hope I haven't disappointed anyone. If you were hoping for a really good April Fool's prank, I mean, maybe we'll play a prank on Eazy-G when he calls. When he Skypes in. That reminds me, I got to make sure I have that ready, because Eazy-G is going to be Skyping in with his entertainment report at 4:30, and that's always fun. So see, we'll still have some fun today. And I do have a couple of April Fool's related things for later in the show. But there you go. That's what happened to the April Fool's prank this year. I just got really uncomfortable with it. Because I do want people to continue to take the pandemic seriously, and I do want people to get vaccinated, and I you know, all the anti-Asian stuff is just so maddening and disappointing to me. And Tom Blanchard says, "Hey Matt, your shoe is untied." I see what you did there, Tom. April Fool's on me. See, you guys can still play April Fool's pranks on me. I just don't have any for you. So there you go. Oh, I did forget to mention one thing too, though, just quickly. Another programming note. Today is my last day here at WMNH. I've accepted a job at Newsmax. I'm going to be doing a show. I'm kidding. April Fools. There you go. I had to do something just to say that I did. Oh, and I think that's our friend Eazy-G. Eric, is that you?
Hello.
Jesus. Wow. Hello.
There we go. I got the volume on here.
Yes. You're a little overmodulated there, Eazy-G.
Yeah, I hit the volume button.
By the way, I did get some feedback in the Facebook live chat. Tom Blanchard says, good call, Matt. You're a class act. Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that very much. Also,
can you see me?
No, but that's okay. We don't need to see you. It's on.
Right.
It's on radio.
Good point.
I mean, granted, I miss you. Well, sometimes I get a little bit jealous of your huge muscles. Melanie, and I think we learned yesterday, it's actually pronounced La Liberty. Melanie in the chat room says, oh, yeah, good call. Okay, so Melanie agrees. What do you think, Eazy-G? Was I right to back out of my prank I had planned, or should I have gone through with it?
Yeah, you're probably right. It's too hot of a topic right now with the stuff going on behind the scenes.
Yes.
The violence, yeah.
Well, it's not really behind the scenes. It's out in the open.
Oh yeah, you're right. You made a good choice. The smooth jazz was funny because I was there when he did it.
Yeah, you were there for that, and I remember at one point you go, "This is a really weird show."
Yeah, I was really getting into it, but I said, "What, smooth jazz now?" I think I forgot it was April Fool's Day for some reason.
Right. Yeah, smooth jazz. That was a fun day. Well, it's up. It's online for people who want to check it out. April Fool's Day 2019. Can you believe, Eazy-G? On the 4th, it will be 4 years of Matt Connarton Unleashed here at WMNH.
That's not an April Fool's joke.
What's that?
That's not an April Fool's joke.
That is not an April Fool's joke. That is the truth. 4 years. It's been 5 years for Peter White of The Morning Show with Peter White.
Yeah, he's over 5 years now.
Well, yeah, 5 years plus 5 years and change. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me be the first one to tell you a happy early 4 years.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, well, we should play the happy anniversary song.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Pour a cheerful toast and fill it, happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it, happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Now, Eazy-G, Anna B. Albray is in the Facebook live chat. She says, good early evening, Manchester. Got a bit chilly very quickly. She was in the chat room the other day defending your honor. I think she was upset about how you were treated recently on the morning show with Peter White, but I know nothing of this.
Yeah, well, thanks very much.
Apparently, she's a big fan, along with Scott Robinson, of course. I hope Scott Robinson is listening.
Wow. Hey, see, now that you've hit the anniversary button, I have 3 anniversaries because it's beginning of the month. So why don't we get the anniversaries and birthdays out of the way?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hang on before you do that. We got to do it right.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy
Jerry and
anniversary, happy anniversary. Pour a cheerful toast and fill it, happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it, happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
And I got a couple birthdays coming up. So we'll get those out of the way.
Oh, thank goodness.
Some people you know very well.
Really?
Well, some people I know very well.
I'll be the judge of that.
I got a friend of mine, Jennifer, Nick, Liz, another Nick, 2 birthdays with Nick's. And, okay. And my friend Corey, and this guy you know very well, Paulie C.
I don't think I've met him.
Paulie C. Cormier.
I'm just kidding, Eazy-G. April Fools.
Yeah, right around the corner. It's this Monday.
Yes, I know Paulie C., of course. I am his co-host on Retro Spectrum Radio, which you can hear Friday nights beginning at 7:30 p. right here from WMNH.
I don't know if you met this lady before, but I call Laura the Animal Lady. You ever met her?
Laura the Animal Lady?
Yeah, she's been on the Peter White Morning Show many times. Not recently, but...
Yes. I don't think I've ever met her. I believe her actual name is Laura Gilman.
Yes. And she's got a birthday coming up. And you know this guy very well. It's been on your show, the Peter White Morning Show. Scumpy.
I don't think we've ever met. I'm kidding again, Eazy-G. It's April Fool's Day. Yes, Jeff Scumpy Lorenz from the band Def Con. Jenny and I went to see them up in the White Mountains of Concord.
Yeah, true. I saw him right here in downtown Elm Street.
Yes.
Wow. I hope he's not listening, but I told him this.
Why would you hope
a couple times? It's not really my cup of tea.
Right. You don't like his band at all, and you think they're horrible, correct?
Oh, no. I stayed for a couple songs. It just really wasn't my cup of tea.
Right. You really didn't enjoy it at all, and you couldn't wait to leave.
Now,
I understand.
I don't really play that band anymore from what I hear.
Right. I think they broke up because they didn't have your full support, and they felt like if the entertainment reporter is not a fan, then what's the point of going on, really?
He has a birthday coming up. It's his birthday month, and he's got his second vaccine, Darryl the Dragon Dion.
Darryl the Dragon Dion. I believe that's why he was not on the morning show today. I heard Peter say something about he was getting his second shot of the vaccine today.
Yeah. Called up at the end of the show saying he's feeling good. So, and of course, he'll be on in a little while on the Weekly Dion with his son.
Yes, coming up at 6 p.m.
And this person has been on your show. So he's been on a morning show. And I'm also dedicating my entertainment report to her again, Vernette March.
Vernette March, yes.
It's a lot of ringers this month.
Why are you dedicating? Now, what goes into that, Eazy-G, your decision about dedicating your report to people?
Well, I didn't dedicate it to anybody yet, so I usually don't do this, but I actually reached out to her on Facebook and told her I was dedicating the show, and she said, wow, thank you very much. I said, you're welcome. Usually I don't do that.
Are you sure? I thought you usually did do that.
No, I don't.
I could have sworn you did.
No, I usually don't. So maybe sometimes I have. Yes,
I think you do more often than not.
I haven't done it lately.
Why don't you just admit it? Stop denying it. You know it's true.
I was over at the funny.
Don't lie to us.
Funny story. I was over at the doctor's appointment today. It's called clinic.
Is this a story or more of an anecdote?
The lady checking me in. She goes, "Hey, have I heard you on the radio?" I said, "Yeah, you probably have."
Mm-hmm.
I said, 95.3. She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, you did a great job." I said, "Well, thanks."
You're a big star.
Thanks for listening.
Big star, Eazy-G.
That hasn't happened in a while, to be honest with you.
Did you get vaccinated there?
No, I just had a doctor's appointment.
Oh, they should have stuck you with the needle while you were there.
That wasn't part of the deal today.
Well, it should have been. Should have been.
That's true. All right, well, I'm ready to get going. Everybody's on there waiting for the report. So
my goodness! Well, here, yes, let's we'll play your intro here, produced by the great DJ Midas.
Best DJ in town.
He was once a thug from around the way. Easy.
You want to know about stock market crashes, COVID-19, drive-bys, celebrity gossip? Eazy-G's gotcha. Entertainment report style. That's why I'm easy.
'Cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, set, go.
So we have a question for you, Eric, in the Facebook live chat. Mike Pelopita, from one of our wonderful sponsors here at WMNH, Queen City Cabinetry, is asking if is Easy's refrigerator running? Is your refrigerator running, Eazy-G?
Oh, I know. Close the door. I know that joke, yo.
Oh, right. You close the door?
I think that's what you do, yo, if it's running, yes.
Right. If it's running, you make sure you close the door. That is a good one, you have to admit.
Yeah, I've heard that one a couple times.
Like somebody will say, "Is your refrigerator running?" And you say, "Yes, but I closed the door," and then everyone has a good laugh.
I don't know. I don't think that's the exact joke.
It's close. It's very, very close. And Tom Blanchard says he's on the edge of his seat. He is clearly experiencing a great anticipation for your entertainment report, Eazy-G.
You know, it's dedicated to Vernette March. Her name used to be Priscilla, but the
right.
Yeah, we all know about that story. It's
I really don't. You know the story behind that? What is the story behind that?
According to Peter White, the when I asked her out to go to see a Amanda McCarthy show,
yes,
she changed her name and left town. It was all my fault.
Right, you drove her out of single-handedly drove her out of Manchester.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's a happy April Fool's Day, and I always like to say "you fool." And it's MLB opening day today. Even though the Red Sox got rained out, the field was too wet. So all you Red Sox fans are playing tomorrow at 2:05, and that will be the opening day is tomorrow. So if you're looking forward to the game today, it was supposed to start at 2. So it's been delayed till tomorrow because the field was too wet. A lot of rain last night. You can't play in a sloppy field. So.
Why not? I think that would be very exciting.
Oh, you don't want to get anybody get injured. So, it was funny because I got a kind of older radio and doesn't want to play the 93.7. So I took my phone and my friend said, "Why don't you go on this website, this app called AUDARY, and there's many stations on there, and one of them is 93.7, and that's the station that carries the Red Sox games." So, and I was listening to Amy Lawrence. So shout out to Amy Lawrence this morning. I wasn't able to sleep properly, so I was listening to her around 3 a.m. What's the name of that other guy? I couldn't remember his name. I'll write it down. The guy with the scrumpy voice there.
Scott Farrell?
What was his name?
Scott Farrell?
Yeah, I bet he's on one. I'm going to see if I can find him. I bet he's on one of these podcasts.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for Scott Farrell, yes. I wonder if he's still doing the sports.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Scott Robinson in the chat room, arguably your biggest fan, Eazy-G, has a question. He says, Easy, who do you got in the Big Dance Final Four?
Oh, God, I got to go with the favorites, Gonzaga. They've won every game.
I agree,
yeah.
Gonzaga, yes.
We'll get that later, but there hasn't been a team since Indiana in 1987 that went undefeated and won the championship. So it doesn't happen very often, but this team is really good.
Look at you dropping some sports knowledge. That's very impressive, Eazy-G.
I didn't think this guy was still alive, and you were probably pretty shocked. A couple of days ago, this guy was a very controversial fella. Gordon Liddy died at 90 years old.
G. Gordon Liddy, yes. You know, he once had to tried to have a journalist murdered, Jack Anderson.
What kind of guy, but he's gone, so you might as well say rest in peace.
Yeah, I guess. Jeff Nyan is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Jeff. Scott Robinson says 1979 Easy. I don't know what that's a reference to. Perhaps he's a big fan of the song 1979 by Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, what is it referring to, I wonder?
I'm not sure. I was hoping you would know.
All right, so some other breaking news on my email today. It says, the intermission is over. The Palace and Rex Theater are going to be opening up in June.
I'm sorry, wait, Eric, did you say breaking news?
Yep. Breaking news.
Sorry, what was the breaking news again?
They have been closed since December 5th. God willing, they're going to be opening up their doors. I did call them up, and they said it's going to obviously be limited people inside the palace. You know, they're not going to have 800 people at just direct moment. But they've been closed for June will be 7 months, so it's good to see them reopen their doors safely, obviously.
Scott Robinson says that was the one Indiana went undefeated, or it might have been 1977. Tom Blanchard says that's the year he got married, 1979. And Jeff Nyan says, do we have an update on the Eazy-G Mayor Craig scandal? But I don't think there's, I don't think there's much there. We don't discuss local Manchester politics here on this show, Jeff Nyan. Plus, we don't want to embarrass Eazy-G.
Even though yesterday you talked about a little bit about the mystery guy there, everybody knew who that guy was.
Oh, but no one knows. No one really knows who I was talking about, Eazy-G. I mean, I didn't. It's not like I dropped any hints or anything.
Yeah, true. We talk about that. I can't wear. He's a local Manchester guy, so we don't talk about.
I can't wear a face mask. I have asthma. I'll hyperventilate. I can't wear a face mask. That's not an impression of any particular person, by the way. That's just, that's just I'm using a lot of creative license. They don't actually talk that way. I can't wear a mask. I'll hyperventilate because I have asthma. Anyway, I'm sorry, Eric. Yes, please go ahead. Yes.
I'm out. Moving on to other.
Moving on. Yes, good idea.
Saturday, April 3rd, the Southside Tavern, Johnny Friday, 8 o'clock.
Johnny Friday.
He's a very good performer. And then, so we got the...
I heard tonight Johnny Thursday is playing. Is that true?
I don't think there's a Johnny Thursday, no.
Well, there should be.
There was a lot of interesting.
They should form a duo.
He kind of dropped the ball on Fox. The game. Oh, sorry. The NASCAR race was supposed to be on Sunday, but it was too much rain, so they had to cancel the race. And then they had it on Sunday, but they had a lot of wrecks and they had a lot of mud flying around because it was the dirt race. They haven't had one since 1970. So they said they're doing it again next year, but boy, they better get their act together because I don't think it went over that well. There was a lot of problems.
They need you to whip them into shape, Eazy-G. I think you can get them to get their act together.
They finished the race, believe it or not, and I watched the whole thing. It was on Monday, 4 o'clock, and it was Joey Logano. And it's a 7 different winner in 7 different weeks. It doesn't happen very often.
No, it sure doesn't.
For the race this Sunday, they do not race on Easter Sunday. It's always a rule in NASCAR. No race on Sunday.
Really?
When it's Easter. Yep.
Is that
so
true?
Next week, 2 weeks, they're going to play on Fox Sports 1, the Blue EMU, the Maximum Pain Relief 500. They're always, when you rely on NASCAR, they always have a big name for a race. At 7:30 on Saturday. The first race on Saturday, and then the following week they're going to be on Fox again. April 18th, the Sunday Toyota Owens 400 at 3 o'clock, and then this is the big one where they have a lot of wrecks. Some people like to watch NASCAR for a lot of wrecks, but I'm not one of them. April 24th, Sunday, Geico 500 at Talladega, and that's at 2 o'clock. And they always have.
I like that movie, Talladega Nights, with the great Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly.
Yep. So moving on to other topics.
Moving on.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't know, now you know.
All right, here we go. Finding some interesting stuff here.
Yeah. So you're using your big blue binder.
Yeah, here we go. The still coming up on. Yeah, we'll get to that another time.
Hello to George Wells IV, who says Connarton represent. Yes, the Connarton in the house, as the young people say. Eazy-G.
Oh yeah, this is the Majestic Theater update. You go to majestictheater.net and call 603-669-7469, and they have Disney, The Little Mermaid Jr., and that's all done now. But you can still call it the same. The phone number on majestictheater.net, and you can give them a donation, or they're selling gift cards. And they have a show coming up right around the corner, April 18th, the Majestic Piano Man with Robert Dion and his friend Keith. And apparently there's not too many in-person tickets, but it's always plenty of virtual tickets, so you can call up and get information on that.
Yes.
And then next month they have a show on May 2nd on a Sunday. I've seen these ladies many times over at the Bookery, and they haven't had any shows over there lately because of COVID.
Right.
But this one here is New Hampshire Ukuleles in Friends at 3 o'clock, and virtual and limited tickets in person. And tickets go on sale April Fool's Day, which is today.
The ukuleles. They're ladies that play the ukulele, for those who don't know.
A couple guys play the drums in the background, but they don't sing or anything.
Right. So they don't count? Is that what it is? I think that's very sexist.
They're really good, though. Have you ever seen them, Mr.
Connor? No, I have not. Melanie is really saying Little Mermaid, is that about them having a baby? Oh, Little Mermaid Jr., rather. Is that about them having a baby?
No. Nope.
I've always kind of wondered how that would work with the mermaid. I mean, how does that whole thing happen mechanically? I don't want to get into a protracted discussion about it because I think that's probably more for Matt Connarton Unsheathed, which is the other show that is not carried here on WMNH. But I mean, Eric, I mean, come on, you had to have wondered about, like, how does that happen, right? I mean, you have to have wondered, right?
I don't wonder about it too much, to be honest with you.
Well, I'd start wondering. Now, Scott Robinson is asking, Eric, does Eazy have any idea when Mexico is going to pay for the wall? Maybe he's got the answers. Do you know anything about that, Eric?
That was a long-term Donald Trump April Fool's joke.
Oh, that might be what it was. Yes. I wonder if maybe they just haven't gotten the invoice yet.
That could be. Yeah.
And Melanie is asking, Eazy, do you think she laid eggs like a fish, or was it a live birth?
I don't know. There's these questions for Robert Dion, since he just did the Disney Little Mermaid. So you can ask him that next Thursday when he's on the Peter White Morning Show.
So you think Robert Dion, host of Through the Stage Door and the entertainment reporter on the morning show, you think he might have more information on how mermaids procreate?
But speaking of information, the Palace Theater, they're still on the on Zoom for the April virtual classes, so you might want to check that out. There's a lot of classes that are available, and Megan Quinn and is the youth theater administrator, and our good friend Hunter and friends, or lots of friends are helping out with that. And then I have April virtual Zoom camps in April here. It's $200 a person, April 26th to the 30th. And grades 2 to 6 are 10 a.m. to 1, and 7 to 12, 2 to 5. So you might want to check that out. I don't know if there's any slots open.
Now, apparently, according to Brian Mackey, Rob can find out that question about the mermaids because he has a tablet, so he can look it up on Google.
Oh, there you go.
Jenny has a question. If a cow laughs real hard, does milk come out her nose?
I don't know, Jenny. I don't know the answer.
Well, if you had a tablet, you could look that up.
Yeah, well, I can do it on my phone, believe it or not. I can Google on my phone.
Oh,
right
my goodness. Wow. You should find that out for us if you could, and get back to us if you would, Eazy-G. We depend on you for this knowledge.
This is kind of crazy. Last night they had the Hall of Fame, so it's already in the can for April. It's going to be
April Cushman?
April 6th. They taped the Hall of Fame last night, and they're going to be taping the Monday Night Raw, and they're taping the SmackDown.
Yes.
And for the next week. And this guy here, I don't know why they added him in there. William Shatner is class of 2020. This is 2021. So
okay, here's the thing about William Shatner going into
why is he in this class?
He's going into the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, if you've never seen it, Eazy-G, I recommend finding it on the YouTube or on the WWE Network, which is now on Peacock. William Shatner was in the corner of Bret the Hitman Hart during a match against, I think it was Double J, Jeff Jarrett, and it was quite fun. It was to promote Shatner's show at the time. Tech War was on Monday nights right after Monday Night Raw, and it was just a great segment.
I wonder why he's in the class of 2020 when we're in 2021.
Because they're doing both this year, because they never did 2020 last year because of COVID.
Oh, all right, there you go. Of course.
Yeah.
So Monday's show
now you know.
On Raw will be taped, and then Tuesday's the Hall of Fame, and that's on tape. And then they got the NXT for 2 days down in Tampa, and then they're going to have Friday, obviously, SmackDown's taped. Saturday, Sunday will be show live, obviously, on Road to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And then always a big show is the day after WrestleMania.
Oh, it's a big show.
They might have some surprises the day after WrestleMania. They always seem to have
They always do. Scott Robinson says maybe we can have another segment on the Matt Connarton show called Ask Easy. And our friend Tony D does have a question. Eazy-G, why do rabbits lay eggs?
I don't know. These are all pretty bizarre questions, callers. I don't have any answers.
Well, people are interested in animals. And Jenny has a question about cooking tips. How many are in a baker's dozen, Eazy-G?
I think it's 13.
I think you're right. See, you're good with these questions, Eric.
I got one because I know Paul C used to do the baker's dozen on the. Well, because I guess what Peter says he has a new job, so he's not available.
Right.
But they just had the last baker's dozen on Wednesday, and I guess the next Wednesday they're having a new game.
Yes.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Now that it's April, the 85th Masters is right around the corner. And as you all know, the winner gets a green jacket, April 8th to the 10th. And usually on Tuesday, the 6th, they didn't do it last year. They didn't do it earlier in the year because of COVID. I don't think they did it last November because of COVID. So they might do it this year, April 6th. They have a 3-part championship. And whoever wins that never wins the Masters. Kind of a jinx.
Oh, do you believe in that? Do you believe in jinxes?
No, but I'm going to pick, and I'm writing it down right now. I'm going to pick Jason Day as the Masters champion.
Why do you pick him?
You got to pick somebody. There's over like 100 guys that are going to be playing. So.
All right.
It definitely
wears a brown right under his tank top.
Tiger Woods is injured, so he'll definitely won't be available.
Uh-huh.
As you well know, he gets an accident. Oh, what's your opinion about that, by the way, Matt Connarton Unleashed? They released what happened in that car crash.
Says who?
But they're not releasing it to the media because of privacy request by Tiger Woods. So
yes.
Seems to be something a little spooky there.
There is something a little spooky there. Tom Blanchard says, Eric, do you have Prince Albert in a can?
No, but do it makes you think that maybe he fell asleep at the wheel, or he was on prescription medication, or he was drunk, and I think eventually it's going to come out, don't you think?
I'd be curious to know what Prince Albert thinks about Meghan Markle. Yes, I do think it will all come out eventually, Eric. It's hard to hide things in the age of the internet.
Because it seems to me that if it was all in the up and up, it would just release it, right? It seems kind of weird that Tiger Woods said, "Oh no, I don't want the information out there." It's some kind of privacy.
Right.
I mean, Tiger Woods, he is a big shot in the world of sports, but it seems to me that eventually the dirt's going to come out.
That's true. I mean, who knows? He could have been on multiple things, prescription meds, alcohol. Who knows?
Well, I've never had alcohol.
He's had accidents before. That's why I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Car accidents.
It's one of my only good traits. I don't drink.
Oh, boy. So now, now that it's April now, this is the 10th anniversary of Queen City Cupcakes. Somebody check them out today. They're so tasty right here on Elm Street.
Yes.
And now that April's rolled around, I can talk about this event. It's happening on my birthday of all days, May 1st. It's always the first Saturday in May. It's 147th annual Kentucky Derby, the Run for the Roses. I think they're allowed to have some fans this year. Last year they had it was all mixed up because of COVID. I don't remember what day they had the Kentucky Derby, but it was no fans in the building, so that was really weird. Do you like the horses, Matt?
Hay is for horses. That's what I say. My grandparents had 2 horses. One of them was named Duchess. I can't remember the name of the other one. Jenny says, my refrigerator is running. Is yours?
Mike Doyle, I remember that guy's name. He's a big horse racing fan. He was I don't think he won last year, but he usually goes every year with a certain alderman in town, and they go down to the racetrack, and they spend the whole weekend there looking at the horses. And he usually comes on the Peter White Morning Show, and I didn't do it last year, but I wonder if he'll do it this year. And he usually has names in a hat, and you pick the horse. Or somebody in the audience picks a horse like Peter or Mike or Darryl, and you can win a prize. He has a prizes for the first, second, and third race. I don't know if you ever heard him doing that over the years.
I may have heard something about it, but my mind may have wandered as I was hearing about it. Mike Pelopita says A and C were going to prank their friend, but they just let her be. Get it?
Boy, yeah. Hey, now that it's April now, this event's not really popular anymore, but it's on ABC. It's the Sunday 8 o'clock. The Oscars. Nobody really watches anymore. It's every year the ratings are horrible. But Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are going to be hosting it for the 4th time. So we'll see if anybody. Amy what? We'll see if anybody. Amy Poehler.
I believe it's pronounced Polar.
Oh, Polar, yeah, they'll be the host with the most. But I don't think it really matters because nobody watches it anymore. So
okay,
I know I'll watch a few minutes of it, but it's really, really boring.
Got an important question for you, Eric. Jenny says, if corn oil is made from corn and vegetable oil is made from vegetables, what is baby oil made from?
I don't know, but it's not made from babies. I know that.
That's right.
You're dipping into the Kool-Aid and you don't even know the flavor.
And now as April rolling around, we have the American Country Awards on April 18th, the 56th annual, Sunday at CBS on 4. But they have all these award shows, and they usually don't do well anymore in the ratings because nobody gives a you know what. They used.
No, sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
They used to, but a lot of these award shows now, people don't watch.
Now, Jenny is asking, what do butterflies feel in their stomach when they're in love?
I don't know, but I don't know where these questions are coming from, but I have no idea.
Well,
what kind of a man is this?
People depend on you for your knowledge.
Yeah, I don't have any for that stuff. And the Brewers got a couple of games coming out. They're playing tonight, April Fools, against Pittsburgh at 7. Then Saturday they're playing Pittsburgh again at 1.
Pittsburgh.
And then Monday, April 5th, they're playing at Philadelphia, and then they're playing Philadelphia. See, they play the two teams back-to-back, so they don't do a lot of traveling. So they're playing Philadelphia again at Philadelphia on Tuesday, April 6th at 7 o'clock. Oh, yeah, the game on Saturday is at 1 o'clock against Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, and I wrote down all the Final Four teams now. This is the teams that are playing.
Is this breaking news?
No.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did you say this is breaking news or no?
No, it's not.
Okay. I'm totally firing my producer. I'm sorry about that, Eric. Oh, we have a call. Hang on. We'll grab this. Somebody probably has a question. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
This is Ron. I wanted to know if Eric knew how long is a Chinaman.
How long is what?
How long is a Chinaman?
I have no idea what it is.
Now, how long is a Chinaman? The guy's name is How. Last name's Long. How.
Little ethnic humor. Okay, Ron. Thank you. All right. That's not really something I'm a fan of in these current times. But thank you for that. That's not really, dude. In 2021, really? You're a nice guy, but read the room, buddy. You know what I mean? Oh, boy. By the way, Melanie commented that science has proven that butterflies only feel rage. Science! So, there you go.
All right, well, getting back to the sports a little bit, the Final Four men are going to be April 3rd on Saturday in CBS Channel 4. And at 5:14, they're going to have Baylor in Houston, and Gonzalez 30-0, and they're playing UCLA, which is the big upset killer. So they're playing at 8:34. And I wrote down, maybe I'm wrong, but the last time there was no losses for a championship was Indiana, and they beat Syracuse by a point. But I might be out their year wrong, but they were the last team to do it, undefeated and no losses, and won the whole thing. So. And then the women are playing, and all games are on ESPN. They're playing Friday, April 2nd, the Final Four at 6:30. Arizona's playing Connecticut. Connecticut's always in the Final Four. They always got great players. And Stanford, they're playing on April 2nd at 3 o'clock, and they're playing South Carolina. And the championship game will be April 4th at 3 o'clock on Easter Sunday. Oh, yeah, and the men's are playing April 5th on a Monday, and they play, I believe the game's like 9 o'clock.
Wayne Noel is in the chat room, a top fan from Michigan. Hello, Wayne. Jenny is asking, can you cry underwater, Eric?
I suppose it's possible, I guess.
Yes. All right. Mike Pelopita says, what do you call a hammer bought on April 1st? An April tool.
All right.
And Jenny is asking, why can't our minds tell the difference between hungry and bored?
I don't know that one, but anyways, on ESPN2, if you're looking for something different, the Frozen Four hockey NCAA is April 8th, and they're going to play on Thursday, April 8th, on St. Cloud State versus Minnesota at 5, and then UMass at Minnesota versus Minnesota Duluth at 9 o'clock. They have a lot of good teams from Minnesota because they got 3 teams in it. They got St. Cloud, Minnesota, and Minnesota Duluth. So the odds are, and they got a team to UMass from obviously Massachusetts. So odds are that one of those teams is going to make it to the final championship game, and then that game will be played April 10th on a Saturday at 7 o'clock. So, and a friend of mine got all the Final Four, Frozen Four games. But of course, he didn't go last year because it was canceled, and I doubt he's an older gentleman now in his 70s. So I doubt he's going right now because of it's over in Pittsburgh, the final championship games, and I doubt he's doing a lot of traveling in the age of COVID.
Mike Pelopita says, today I gave my dead batteries away. They were free of charge. Oh, we have a call, Eric. Let's see. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Ron, I wanted to redeem myself. I want to know is why is it that a nose can run and feet smell?
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Oh, do you know the answer, Eric?
No, you stumped me, Ron.
You have stumped Eazy-G. Can you believe it?
Oh, all righty.
All right. Thanks, Ron.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's got some strange ideas about redemption.
Oh, yeah. I got some new Amanda McCarthy dates.
Wow. Some breaking news on Amanda McCarthy dates. I hope Scott Robinson is ready.
Yep. if you're wondering there, she's doing okay because they had a lot of big floods in Nashville earlier this week.
Oh, yes.
She did not get swept away in the rain. So
good.
If you're wondering what happened, she's fine.
Good.
So she's going to be playing. This is a date for next month, but it's April now, so I can talk about next month. Nashville, Tennessee. On May 12th, she's playing again at the 404 Bar Grill. And in a couple weeks, he's playing Sunday, April 25th, the Painted Horse Winery and Vineyards in Milton, Georgia.
I know it well.
And then before that, he's playing April 5th on a Monday, right around the corner here, Jolly's Ollie's Pizza Pub in Hendersonville, Tennessee. And then she's playing April 16th and 17th at Friday and Saturday in Georgia, or Brady Bar and Grill. And she's played here a lot, Brentwood Suits Hotels. He's playing April 7th on a Wednesday, and then again at April 28th. And then, of course, coming up right around the corner tomorrow, April 2nd, the Good Friday concert with the Awakened Church. And I don't know where it says SMYRNA, Tennessee. I don't know how to say that
Smyrna.
word. All right, he's playing there April 24th, Nashville, Tennessee on a Saturday. He's playing the Lost Patty Irish Pub and Restaurant. And then he's playing tonight, April Fool's Day, at the Twin Kegs 2 in Nashville, Tennessee. And then April 9th, he's playing Friday at LA Tops in Nashville. April 14th, he's playing the Commodore Lounge in Nashville on Wednesday. And then she's playing May 14th and April 23rd. She's played here before, both on a Friday at the College Grove in College Grove, Tennessee.
Mike Gonzalez, better known as Gonzo, is asking, Eric, why is 6 afraid of 7?
Boy, these are real bizarre questions. I have no idea.
Because 7, 8, 9.
Oh, all right. Oh, boy.
Get it?
No, I got some big news here. April Cushman, she's playing this is April 3rd.
You got wait, you got breaking news about April Cushman.
This wasn't the big news, but he is playing this Saturday at 9 o'clock. He played here before at the Pastor Loft restaurant in Milford. But this is bigger news. She has a couple of big shows coming up, but this one's next month. The other ones we'll talk about later.
Oh, good.
This one here, she has 2 breaking news. She's down in Nashville. She did a show with Amanda McCarthy and friends on Monday, and I guess that went pretty well. And she's working on her album. I guess it's supposed to come out of the long haul, either April or May. I'm kind of confused. She keeps teasing me. It's coming soon.
Might be good to clarify that, Eazy-G. You're an entertainment reporter. We depend on you for.
Try to clarify, and she said to be announced.
Oh, well, you could have just said that.
So to be announced soon. And it was a big show coming up. She's trying to get a big shows going because
it's a big show.
Wasn't really any big shows, but this one's May 28th on a Friday at 6:30. It's at the Northern's Drive-In. In our hometown of Swansea, New Hampshire. Do you know where Swansea, New Hampshire is, Matt?
I do. I think it's out by Keene, isn't it?
That's where this lady lives. And tickets are going to be available at, I think they're available right now, northernslands.com. And she's opening up for Andrew K. I never heard of this guy. And the main act is going to be a guy, he's had a lot of number 1 singles, albums. Jake Owen. You ever heard of him?
No, I have not.
But she's all stoked to play there.
Ooh, stoked. The young people say that, Eazy-G.
Yeah, I think she said it on her Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, you should say it more often. I would try to work that into your vernacular.
All right. So she's excited to do that show, and of course there's some other ones down the road, but as Robert Dion says, we'll talk about those another day.
Oh, is that what he says? Is that like his tagline, his catchphrase?
He said that. He said that today on his report.
Yeah,
because he's talking about some shows coming up, and he said, "Well, when they come up, we'll talk about those later."
Sure.
All right, so we'll end up with this lovely lady, Alex. I mean, not Alex, but Monica over at the Studio 550.
Oh, is this breaking news about Monica? No. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? You sure it's not breaking news?
Say good night to Boring Nights.
It's not breaking news. You sure?
And you can get more information at 603-232-5597. It's right here on Elm Street, right across the street from that SNU Arena where they used to have a lot of events, and they've had nothing lately.
So
550arts.com. And yeah, hopefully this new arena will get something going. But the only thing on the agenda is the kids show in July. They were supposed to have a home show this month, but that got canceled. And they were supposed to have some NCAA hockey there for the road to the final Frozen Four. But they said, "Oh, forget it, we're not doing it." So they get kicked it over to New York. They probably won't have any fans anyways in the building, so they figure, what's the point?
Bobby Champagne says, Eazy-G sounds fresh and clean.
Wow. Well, thank you very much.
You sound fresh and clean, Eazy-G.
So on that note, that's the end of the report.
Well, another stunning entertainment report, Eric. Thank you so much.
Last time I left too early, so you were playing my goodbye music, so I'll let you do that, I guess.
Right. All right. Well, very good.
A thug from around the way. Easy.
You want to know about stock market crashes, COVID-19, drive-bys, celebrity gossip? Eazy-G's gotcha. Entertainment report style. That's why I'm easy.
Cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, set, go.
All right. You still there, Eric?
Was once a thug from around the way.
Sorry. You still there? Oh, he's gone. All right. Wow. Oh, breaking news. Eazy-G leaves us. It's breaking news. All right. Well, we are at we're past the top of the hour. Let's take a quick break. Whoa! Even more breaking news. Sorry about that. Actually, we do have more breaking news. We have audio of Trump's recent wedding. He's trying out his nightclub act at the wedding at Mar-a-Lago that he attended recently. So I'm going to share with you some audio from that you might not have heard. This was some additional exclusive audio released today. So enjoy this, and then we'll come back with more Matt Connarton Unleashed. Don't go away. Here we go. I think you'll get a lot out of this.
Hello, everybody. Wow. Look at this turnout. Look at this turnout. This is some wedding. This is some wedding. And this is my kind of crowd at a wedding, right? We got the rich, we've got the super rich, and we have the ultra rich right over there. That's where I'm sitting, by the way, the ultra rich section, along with the father of the groom, who begged me. He begged me. He literally got down on his knees and he begged me, sir, could you say a few words, sir, this is such a great day. My son's getting married, sir, could you say a few words? You know what? I was like, you don't have to beg. You don't have to beg. I can come over here. This is my place. This is my house, by the way. This is Mar-a-Lago. Thank you. Mar-a-Lago. I rent my house out for weddings. You know, this town wasn't going to let me live here. It's my house. They weren't going to let me live here just because of some stupid rule. I don't follow the rules. People shouldn't follow rules. Rules are for losers. Breaking the rules. Breaking the law. That's what I do. I'm a rebel and a renegade. You all know that. That's why everything's so great. But it's great. It's an honor for you to have me here at this wedding at my house. It's really incredible. And I have to be honest. There was a Russian couple that wanted to have a wedding here today in the ballroom, and they offered me a lot of money. But I know Jim very, very well, and I gave him a deal. You know, the bridegroom, I gave a deal, and I guess it's the bride's father who should know. I gave you a great deal. Okay, and I expect a little quid pro quo, and I can say that now because I'm not the president. Because when I said it before, I got in trouble. But that's okay. But it was a nice Russian couple, and you know, Biden right now, he's screwing everything up with Russia. I had such a great relationship with Russia. Me and Putin. I call him V-Poots. V-Poots, or I call him Vladdy. Vladdy, we talked every night. Talked every night before I went to bed. Great guy, wonderful guy. All he wants to do is help. All Vlad wants to do is help. I don't know how he has all this time to help, but he does, and he just wants to help. And Putin now is not happy. He's calling me here at Mar-a-Lago. He's not happy because he's saying Biden's screwing everything. It's in a good Russian voice, but I don't. How do you do the Russian thing? How do you do the Russian thing? You do about like this, like this. Oh, I am not liking the Biden. So he's not happy with Biden. Biden messes everything up. And is that guy old? Is that guy old? Is he old? I mean, Biden is so old they discontinued his blood type. Did you know that? Did you know that? It's sad. It's really sad. But not me, not my blood type. They love my blood type because I'm a stable genius. And my uncle, John Trump, he was a professor at MIT for 40 years. And his blood is my blood. My blood is his blood. And that's what happens because he had smart blood because he was very, very smart. He was a genius, and I'm a stable genius. But my blood is at MIT in a vault. It's in a vault. So when they need my blood, we just go down there. We make a withdrawal. We have my blood. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I'm getting all these flash reports. I'm getting flash reports of flash sales and flash floods and China. China's a mess. China's a mess. We had to deal with them. We had to sign it because I had to leave the White House unexpectedly. Didn't know that was going to happen. And Iran's not even talking to us. Biden screwed that up. Iran, they'll talk to anybody. They begged me to make a deal. I left, and now they don't want to talk to Biden. They don't want to talk to Biden. But they're strange people, the Iranians. And the border, flash on the border. What a mess. What a mess. I built the entire wall, and now it's gone. The entire wall that I took 4 years building, coast to coast, 55 feet high, 2,000, is gone. It's gone. They took it down overnight. They took the wall down overnight. The border's just like Swiss cheese. It's like Swiss cheese as the immigrants start pouring in like Swiss cheese, and what they're doing to the kids. What they're doing to the kids. We were so good to the kids. Now the kids are living in squalor. It's disgusting. They have the kids in cages. Can you believe that? We would have never have done that to the kids who are suffering and in pain, and it's a horrible, horrible thing that's happening. But I have one question. Do you miss me? Do you miss me? Do you miss me yet? It's great. I got 74 million votes. I got the most votes of any person in history, 75 million. Then at 10 o'clock, all of a sudden, Biden, I don't even like to say his name, but all of a sudden Biden is like, sir, something's happening. I'm like, you're damn right something's happening. I'm losing, I didn't really lose. But, they told me, sir, all you have to do is get 66 million votes. So I got 75 million. And guess what? I'm not president, and I'm not happy. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Because I'm coming back in 2024, am I right? Am I right? They love it. They love it. But this is a wedding. This is a wedding. And I love weddings. I had 3 weddings. I love women. I must love women. I just keep marrying them. But I got a good one. I got a good one now. To the groom, I just want to say one word. Prenup. And to the bride, I want to say 2 words. Put out. That'll help with the prenup. Believe me. I don't have a drink because I don't drink, but I want to make a toast to the bride and groom. And just say that may all of your ups and downs be between the sheets. That's a good one. All your ups and downs between the sheets. You know what that means, right? That you get it. You get it. The kid over here, the 12-year-old's like, it's okay. You'll get it in about a year. But you're a great couple. You're a wonderful, wonderful couple. I mean, you're not as great as me and Melania, but that's okay. I wish I knew your names. I know your dad's name, Jim, because he's writing the check to cover this whole thing. But I want to say to both of you, have a nice life. Prenup to the guy. Have a nice life. By the way, to everyone's here, if you're going to any other weddings, bar mitzvahs, brisses, I'm available. I like to golf, but, I can get away from golfing to host an event. So thank you so much. Have fun. And we have a discount, by the way. If you do want to join here at Mar-a-Lago, call on Monday. We have a discount code, Insurrection. We'll take off 10%. You can become a member. It's only $250,000. It's a great deal. I mean, look at this place. Is this place incredible? It's incredible. But thank you so much, and congratulations to the married couple. The married couple, the great couple. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll come out. Let me kiss the bride. I'm gonna go. Should I kiss the bride? I'm gonna kiss the bride. Here I come.
Oh, guys.
Terror has a new name. Eggman.
There's no such thing.
Let's take this call, just because they keep calling. so good morning.
Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, guys.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, got 10 hours to the pace, and I still don't have my ticket for Rondo.
You know what? I'm really not in the mood for that today, Eric, so I'm going to tell you what. You already have a ticket, so I'm sorry I didn't get the ticket. If I get another one, come see me tonight. But, you already have a ticket. There's other people out there like Terry Trainer that doesn't have a ticket. I didn't say. I said I would try. I said egg on my face. I'm going to tell you. You don't have egg on your face. I'm going to tell you what. You should be grateful that you have one ticket. All right, kid? You understand me? You're calling for free stuff. We take care of you all the time. I tried to get the ticket. I couldn't do it. I've been very busy. So don't worry about you having egg on your face, Eric. That's being a little selfish. You hear what I'm saying, man? You hear what I'm saying? See you tonight at the Taste of Downtown, my friend.
I'm the Eggman. Taxi driver.
Wow. Whoa. Look, you know what? The guy calls up for free stuff. You know, we take care of him. We take care of him.
Does he have a ticket?
He already has a ticket. He wants a ticket for someone that may go with it. And I told him I would try to get him a ticket. And now he's upset. He says he has egg on his face.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. We are well in hour number 2, numero dos of Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. A couple of quick programming notes, well, really just one, I guess. Tonight at 6 p.m., well, of course, we're followed here on WMNH by the Weekly Dion, a great show with Ben Dion and Darryl Dion. Darryl apparently got his second dose of his vaccine today, so that's wonderful. But also tonight at 6 p.m., if you're interested in, if you get to the end of this show and you want to, if you can tolerate another hour of me, the first Thursday of every month, I am on the Dr. Kevin Show, which streams online on the Ohm Times Radio Network. That's Ohm, O-M, Ohm. ohmtimes.com/IOM. Dr. Kevin and I talk politics from 6 to 7 p.m. the first Thursday of every month, and today is the first Thursday of April 1st, April Fool's Day, but this is no joke. I will be on the Dr. Kevin Show tonight, so you can stream that, and if you don't get to hear that live, maybe you want to stick around here for the Weekly Dion and check out my appearance on Dr. Kevin later, or vice versa. But I will be, of course, they archive all the shows at ohmtimes.com. So if you don't get to hear it live, you can always listen to it later. So that will be coming up tonight at 6 p.m. If you'd like to give us a call, don't wait until the last minute. On days that we're followed by another live show here at WMNH, which is Thursday and Friday, we start to wind things down a little bit early. We play some good music to bridge between the shows to take you up to 6 p.m. But, I need time to clean and sanitize. because we are still very much in the COVID-19 era. Don't be fooled. Just because the vaccinations are going well and moving along expeditiously, we are still far from over this pandemic with the variants, and numbers are actually spiking, and we do appear to be in a fourth big surge in the United States. So we still have some ways to go. So anyway, so the point being, we clean and sanitize between the shows. So I need time to do that. So don't wait until the last minute to call. Call soon at 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton, or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And, of course, you can always interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to call us at 603-250-6007. And let's see who's on the line now. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Oh, Matt, this is Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Matt, I wasn't being disrespectful to anybody, so I was surprised that you commented on it in the way you did. I know I kind of caught a key element in, and how you felt about it, but I was just passing on one-liners.
I know.
Thinking on a race or creed or color or anything, and it was just...
Ron,
it was nothing.
I know that, and I know you didn't mean any harm. It's just an ethnic joke, particularly an ethnic joke involving Asians, is not really a great idea right now. Ethnic humor generally isn't a great idea, particularly in the, as we become more politically correct as a society, but also right now it's just not a good time to be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. No, I'm done. But I don't know if this is with your other callers as well. But as I'm speaking to you now, your volume goes up and then it gets really low, then it goes back to normal. So it's kind of rolling.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be the phone connection because you're kind of fading in and out too. So that happens.
All right. Well, with that being said, that was on my mind. It was like, what the hell? I didn't say anything bad. So,
Well, I know, like I said, Rod, I know you didn't mean any harm, but it's a little, I just I would just avoid the ethnic jokes in general.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
it was a bad time. Well, that's fine.
All right.
I'm done.
All right, Ron. Thank you for the call.
All right. Be good. Bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye. All right. Jenny said in the chat, "You are too nice, Maddie." No, Ron didn't mean any harm. He didn't mean any harm. And I don't believe for a moment that he has any hate in him or anything like that. But the point being, though, that's not the kind of joke you want to be telling, especially now. So I think he understands. I think he gets it. Rocky Uber joins us. He says, "Wow, I feel like I missed a lot. Matt with the leather jacket. Nice touch, LOL. Jenny got this for me at Burlington Coat Factory. It was only $30. Ridiculously good deal. It was getting a little chilly in here. It's kind of a little drafty, It's a rainy, crappy day out. So I was like, I'll throw on the jacket. But yeah, it is a nice jacket. I get a lot of compliments on this jacket. Rocky says, I envision Matt hopping on his Harley after the show with his leather jacket, no helmet. LOL. Oh, no. And Rocky says, Ron with the dirty mags and dirty jokes. Shake my head. Yeah. All right. Anyway, well, listen, before we do run out of time, a very serious topic that I do want to get to. And the reason this, and I had other things actually I was going to talk about, but this jumped out at me for a very specific reason because it relates to something that Jenny and I have talked about that I haven't heard anyone else anywhere talk about really specifically, or I should say a very specific aspect of something that's in the news every day. Obviously the George Floyd murder trial, the trial of Derek Chauvin is in the news every day, but there's a very specific aspect of this nobody talks about. But there's a story about it here that popped up on Reuters, and that specific aspect is the behavior of the paramedics. If you watch the video, all the way to the end, and I know it's heartbreaking to watch. But, everyone focuses on the police and of course, particularly Derek Chauvin. He's the one with his knee on George Floyd's neck throughout the video. But at the end, and Jenny and I have talked about this, and she notices because she's a former EMT, and I remember her pointing this out to me initially, and I went back and watched the video a second time because I wanted to watch it all the way through to the very end and watch what she had mentioned. Like I said, everyone focuses on the cops, and understandably so, but the EMTs at the end, what is going on there? They didn't seem at all interested in saving George Floyd's life. You see one of them just kind of nonchalantly wander over and check George Floyd's pulse and then just kind of walk away. There doesn't appear to be any urgency going on. And then after Chauvin finally gets up, you see the EMTs come over and grab George Floyd and just kind of flop him on the stretcher like he's a bag of garbage. And it's like, what's going on with these EMTs? Well, apparently they testified today at the trial. So we'll get to that in a moment, but let's grab this call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
It's Ridley.
Hey, Dave Ridley, what's up?
I have a censorship update for you, if it's okay to change the subject.
Yep. I'll just ask you to be relatively quick because we are running out of time. But yeah, go ahead.
So one of the Free Staters, well, I guess a former Free Stater, but that Bitcoin raid on Free Staters in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So one of the people who was arrested was Ian Freeman, who runs a talk show. Mm-hmm. And he called me from jail yesterday.
Yeah, I think you had posted the video, correct? Of the conversation.
I uploaded audio, basically. Sort of a video. And the interesting thing that he had to tell me, the most interesting thing was apparently the activists did get video of the raid from the very first seconds.
Yeah.
That would have been on March 16th, and the FBI confiscated that video and probably has it now.
Oh, so it's not online?
No, it was. They were pre-recording. They were running security cameras and recording video on security cameras already.
Hmm. So it was.
So I don't know if I say FBI, the feds. There's video of the feds disconnecting the cameras. Someone from outside was able to film that. But,
no kidding.
We don't have the video of from the inside of what happened when they raided. But anyway, so that's I'd be surprised if that video if anyone ever sees that, except the feds themselves.
Yeah, so they confiscated the cameras?
Probably. They disconnected them. I don't remember seeing them confiscate the cameras.
Oh, okay. But they have the video, so it's unlikely anyone will ever see it. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
But it's also a great opportunity for making a Freedom of Information request and making them state on the record that they're hiding the video.
That's true.
And it's also important to try to get video, even if you know it's going to be confiscated, because then you have a completely different type of complaint from, well, they raided my house. Well, maybe they had a good reason. Well, okay, but they never have a good reason to suppress video.
Yeah, I'm kind of a transparency freak, so I would tend to agree with you. I assume it's going to be used in court somehow, maybe, but I don't know how that all works. But yeah, I'd be interested to see. So are you going to file a Freedom of Information Act request?
Well, I'm going to do something, but I don't know if that's what I'll do. I'd do my thing.
Yeah. That sounds very mysterious, Dave Ridley.
Well, it's probably not going to be super glorious. It might be like just holding a sign in front of a federal building. But the other thing is that to see the videos of what happened and the interview of the arrested guy, then you just go to forum.shiresociety.com and follow the main thread.
Okay. And what about the audio that you posted of your conversation with Ian Freeman? Where can people find that?
Also forum.shiresociety.com.
Gotcha. Okay. I heard, is it true he's in solitary confinement because he refuses to wear a face mask?
I think he claims a medical exemption. And yes, they did put him in solitary for that.
What's his medical exemption? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Because those are usually BS. You know, like people who have asthma who claim they can't wear a face mask, even though, of course, you can. That's why I was curious.
Maybe so. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. When someone makes a claim, I don't always know if it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Dave, thank you for the call. Like I said, we're short on time, but go ahead and plug the Ridley Report before you go.
RidleyReport.com. You can also see these things I'm talking about there.
Okay. Excellent. All right, Dave, thank you so much.
Thanks, Matt.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, Dave Ridley of Ridley Report. I do want to make sure we get this in quickly. Yeah, Jenny's saying there's no such thing as a medical exemption for, it's such BS when people say that. Medical exemption. There's no medical reason to not be able to wear a face mask. All right, so this is from Reuters, and Jenny said she learned a lot from this. I thought he was dead. Paramedics who treated Floyd testify at Chauvin trial. Paramedics who treated George Floyd said he was not breathing and had no pulse when they arrived at the scene of his deadly arrest last May in testimony on Thursday, today, at the murder trial of former policeman Derek Chauvin. Quote, in lay terms, I thought he was dead, unquote, Derek Smith, one of the paramedics, told the jury. By the time Smith arrived, Chauvin, who is white, had been pressing his knee into the neck of Floyd, a 46-year-old black man in handcuffs, for about 9 minutes, a scene that ignited global protests against police brutality. Chauvin, 45, has pleaded not guilty to murder and manslaughter charges. In a central dispute of the trial, his lawyers have argued that Floyd's death, which the county medical examiner ruled was a homicide at the hands of police, was really an overdose caused by the fentanyl found in his blood at autopsy. Prosecutors from the Minnesota Attorney General's office have told the jury they will hear evidence to contradict this. I want to skip down to the part with the paramedics, though. Maybe there isn't. Okay, here we go. Because again, like I was saying, this is the part that Jenny and I have had conversations about it, but I haven't heard anyone else talking about it. These paramedics who just show up, they don't seem particularly interested in what's happened to George Floyd. There's no urgency, and then they just flop him on the stretcher like he's trash. Okay, so the paramedics are Seth Bravender and Derek Smith. Okay, this is the part of the story. Again, I'm skipping down. Floyd appeared to be not breathing and had no pulse when Seth Bravender and Derek Smith of Hennepin Emergency Medical Services arrived in an ambulance outside Cup Foods, where Floyd was suspected of passing a fake $20 bill earlier in the evening. They had to ask Chauvin and other officers to move. They were still on top of him, Bravender told the jury. His first thought was that some kind of struggle was going on, but it quickly became clear that Floyd was limp. Smith could not find a pulse and his pupils were dilated. Bravender cradled Floyd's head as they transferred him to a gurney. They stopped 2 blocks away to continue resuscitation efforts on Floyd. Bravender saw a flat line on the heart monitor. It's not a good sign, Bravender said. Jurors were shown images of paramedics checking Floyd inside the ambulance. Congealed blood below his nose and red scrape marks on his left shoulder. The paramedics could not revive him. I don't want to do it, but I mean, one of them says he cradled his head as they put him on the gurney. That sounds like they just placed him on the gurney as anyone else, as you would expect paramedics to do. That's not how I remember it, watching the video. It looked to me like they just flopped him on there like, another dead black guy, whatever. But I'm going to have to go back. I'm not going to sit through the whole thing. It's too hard to watch. But I'm going to go back tonight, and I'm going to watch that last part where the paramedics are there. I want to make sure that my memory is correct, because I have no problem admitting to you, it is entirely possible that my memory of that is a little bit clouded because I was so angry watching this. Maybe the paramedics didn't behave as poorly as I think they did. Maybe my memory is, not quite accurate on that. So I'm going to watch that part again. The way I remember it, the paramedics really were not great. Let's see. Jenny, who, is a former ENT. Let me back up. I just want to make sure we get her comments in on this, and then we'll wrap up because we do need time to clean up, like I said. Cradle is not a thing, Jenny says. FFS. What else does she say? Oh, I'm backing up here. Okay, so Jenny says, I think regarding to this is in response to the testimony of the paramedics. That makes no sense. I arrive on the scene with cops there. They had to call in to dispatch and say scene is safe before an ambulance will pull up. No pulse means start CPR and then load and go. It doesn't work the other way around. Okay, so in other words, I think Jenny is saying you don't show up and say there's no pulse. We'll put the dude in the ambulance and then we'll figure out what to do. You immediately start CPR, right? So maybe my memory is not clouded of what I saw on that video. Maybe these paramedics really just didn't give an F. Jenny also said, I personally would have jumped on the chest and pushed the cop, and no, wouldn't be the first time. You don't just assume death and do nothing. Right. Seconds equal cardiac death. Yeah, seconds count in a moment like that, in a situation like that. So you got to move quick. Seconds mean cardiac death and brain death, Jenny says. Right, exactly. So I am going to go back and watch that part just to make sure I have it right. But it sounds to me like I do have it right. And those paramedics were quite negligent, and there was just a lack of urgency. And, look, like I said, they probably just were like, oh, it's another dead black dude. We don't need to, we don't need to, really worry about it. So that's what I'm guessing. But I do want to watch the end of the video again and make sure that I have it right. So before we wrap up, the Dions are here. And of course, the weekly Dion is coming up next, but we'll talk to these guys and see what they have going on. And Darryl, I understand today you got your second shot of the vaccine.
Yes, I did. It went very well. As a matter of fact, I feel better this time than I did the last time. There's less pain in the shoulder, in the arm.
Yeah.
So it went great.
Okay.
And there wasn't the crowd we had last time because they rescheduled a lot of the people till 9 o'clock. I had the 8:15 time. It was good.
Yeah. All right, very good.
Yeah, it went well. Went very, very well.
You had on the first one. You had a reaction.
A little. My arm was a little sore.
Yeah.
This time I'm less sore.
Okay.
Less is good.
Yeah. But any other? Did you have any other symptoms from it or anything?
No.
Or okay.
They said pretty much maybe 24 hours later.
Yeah.
But I feel really good.
Good.
Good. And I have a positive mental attitude, so I got all that bad stuff goes away.
Yeah. All right, good. And how are you, Ben?
Not too bad. How are you?
Have you been able to sign up yet for vaccination?
Yeah, actually, I was just telling my dad the story. So I was eligible on Wednesday to sign up.
Yeah.
So I went on when I got up in the morning, and I was basically playing like, let's see if I can schedule earlier.
Yeah.
So because they drop appointments and other ones get put in. So I started, my first one I booked was April 26th. Then I got to the 19th. And then I got to the 14th, and I was kind of stuck there. I'm like, I want to see like one-offs pop up.
Yeah.
So as I'm working, I'm watching, I just refreshed, and one popped up for same day, and I got it.
Nice.
So I got it. Yeah, I got it yesterday.
Oh, good.
At 2:30 at the SNU, the Hooksett location.
Yeah.
And yeah, it went really smoothly.
Excellent. Yeah, that's where I took Jenny to get hers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very efficient the way they're doing it.
Very.
I went up to Concord for mine because I don't know if you heard my story, but I was up very late Sunday night waiting to see when it was going to go live, and I tried a little after midnight. Nothing had changed yet on the site. I tried again a little bit after 1 a.m., and the screening questions had changed.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, this is it. And so I scheduled my appointment at about 1:15. Well, technically Monday morning, I scheduled my appointment for 8 a.m.
Wow.
in Concord. If I wanted to wait one more day, I could have gone to SNU.
Yeah.
But I was like, nope, I want to get this done. Concord, it's 20 minutes from here, right up 93.
Outstanding.
So 8 a.m. Monday morning, I got
That's
my
great.
first shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping to get in early. I want to get it as soon as possible.
Yeah,
So I got that, and then my wife actually had her second one in Concord.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really smooth too, because they did it was the Sears garage.
Yep.
It looks like that was where the area was. But yeah, she had her first one at SNU, and both mine will be at SNU, because when I was having my first one done, they booked my second appointment for me, which was really nice. I didn't know that was going to happen. I thought I was going to have to go on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to go back on April 28th, anytime during the day.
That's what they did with me and with Jenny. Although anytime during the day?
Yeah, it says a time on my appointment, but they said anytime that day.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, they didn't tell. They did the same thing with me. They gave me the card with, and with Jenny, but there was nothing about any time. They just wrote the time on there. Although I did notice the time was slightly different, because my original appointment was 8 a.m., but the time on the card they gave me was 8:15 a.m. And I thought, was like, oh, okay, well, but whatever, close enough. But
yeah, they just wrote April 28th and said come back anytime. And then I got an email notification saying technically 4:30, but they said come anytime.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, that was very smooth.
Yeah.
It went really well. And then it actually took me longer, even though I live in Manchester, it took me longer to get there and come home than actually the whole process of getting the vaccine.
Yeah. No, it's they've done a great job. It's very, very efficient. Well, we'll wrap up so I can clean up. But what do you guys have coming up tonight?
On the show tonight, we have Alex Horton and Ashley Oberg, hosts of Coffee at the Bar, a new podcast. They're both business owners here in Manchester, and we're having them both on via Skype to talk about their new podcast and what's going on with them.
Outstanding. All right. Well, stick around for that. The weekly Dion is next, and I will be on the Dr. Kevin Show, calling in online.
Ooh.
And first Thursday of every month I go on there and we talk politics. So on that note, so we're going to wrap this up. I got a couple of songs to play while I clean, and then these guys are up next. The weekly Don coming up next at 6 p.m. Wonderful to see you both, as always.
Good to see you, Matt.
And thank you, everybody, today. Happy April Fool's Day. Sorry I didn't have a big prank for you. But that is it for me for now. I'll talk at y'all a little bit later.